Hey folks, it's Lindsey Huddleston with SPS back in the building over at the beautiful MGM Grand Detroit, and we just had an amazing time, and part of that is because of the gentleman sitting right next to me, assistant head coach at the University of Michigan, Mike Boynton. How you doing, Coach?
I'm doing great, man. Thanks a lot for having me.
Hey, you are welcome, and we appreciate you. We had a great panel, but you were an individual, and you shared some of your great experience. Just like the people that are being honored, they had 2, 3, 4 pages of a resume, and we could do that same thing with you, native of New York.
Yes.
And you found some reason to enjoy the cold weather in Michigan for a number of reasons, but we have you here as assistant coach. But first of all, what was your take on this, coming and experiencing this for the first time?
Invaluable experience, not only for the attendees, but I think even for the coaches like myself who are on the stage, because we got to hear from each other. You know, coaches don't really, as much as you may think, don't collaborate on some of these topics as much as we should or could. And so it was good to hear the perspective of some of these other guys. A lot of things that you feel yourself, maybe some other ways to look at things. But obviously, I thought it was really, really impactful for the people in the audience, particularly any high school coaches, guys who are aspiring to get to this level, parents out there who are trying to figure out this new world of college athletics. I feel a little bit bad for the high school kid now, the way things has changed, especially considering we do think this is going to get to a place where you got 5 years to play.
Yeah.
So what that's going to do is it's going to push down some high school kids.
Absolutely.
And maybe open up other opportunities, other places. But I thought it was very well run, very well organized. So I appreciate all you guys who put this together.
Appreciate you too. We want to focus on your current role as assistant coach at the University of Michigan. Coach Dusty May, for real reasons, couldn't be here. We think he's probably somewhere overseas checking in with some folks, because that is the name of the game. But he sent a well-bodied assistant who's been a head coach as of recently, Oklahoma State.
Correct.
And that's when I caught you on TV years ago. I said, oh, got a new coach out there. And then you talk about the random but divine connection that the best player in the city of Detroit is one of your players, referring to Cade Cunningham. So talk about what it means to represent Michigan and what you got from this, as well as what you wanted to make sure you shared when you were down here today.
Well, it means a great deal for a lot of reasons. First and foremost, my wife is from the state of Michigan. She's from the west side, Holland, Michigan, over by the lake. And so a chance to bring her home. You know, she sacrificed a lot to allow me to be on this coaching journey.
That unlimited points you get for that?
Nothing's unlimited. You know that, right? It's nothing unlimited. But we do get a nice little pass here.
Yeah, sure.
I can forget to put the toilet seat down one time.
Just one time.
Now, don't forget to take the trash out also.
All that.
But one time. But it's been great, man. I love the city. The way this place, Ann Arbor and Detroit, the entire state has embraced what we've done at the University of Michigan in our first year on the coaching staff. Having Cade Cunningham be the face of this franchise and leading them now to a rebirth in the playoffs, which will start here this week. I also have a second player on the Pistons, a kid named Lindy Waters.
Really?
Also played for me at Oklahoma State.
Really?
Played for me all 4 years. He's number 43. He doesn't play much. Really good shooter. He was with the Warriors, got traded over with Schroeder around the trade deadline. And he was with Oklahoma City before that. Great kid, but that's neither here nor there. We're happy for the Pistons. We're happy for Cade, Lindy. We're happy for the city of Detroit, and we're certainly glad to be a part of it.
Sure. I want to take that same sentiment, and you and I talked offline. We've been communicating, and I appreciate that, and I was very transparent, because people who know me say, well, Lindsey follows Michigan State. He does Michigan State basketball, football, etc. But I want to thank you on behalf of the state of Michigan for what you guys have done for the state, Michigan State. You're coming into it, but you can't help but notice how great was that, what has been happening and what's happening right now for both these programs.
Yeah, it's been phenomenal. Obviously, what Coach Izzo's done there for 40 years now is legendary stuff. He's a Hall of Famer, one of the best to ever do it. Kudos and much respect for what he's done. He's actually given us a little bit of a blueprint on how to sustain success, especially in a time where things are very transitive in college athletics. And so we certainly appreciate being a part of the rivalry, a healthy, respectful rivalry. Coach May, I can speak on his behalf for saying that we talk a lot about trying to build our program in a way that can be sustainable the way he has up in East Lansing. So being a part of the rivalry, having each team win a part of the Big Ten championship. They won the regular season. We won a conference tournament. Both made good runs in NCAA tournaments. So I think the rivalry is going to be back and healthy, and it's going to be as competitive as ever, because we both got two really, really high-level competitors as head coaches at those positions.
Rivalry aside, let's get back to Michigan. Coach, what does it take for a kid to become a Michigan man, to become a player at Michigan, whether he's transitioning through through high school, in the portal. What does it take to be a Michigan player?
Well, first and foremost, you have to have a high level of competitiveness. Obviously, the school part speaks for itself. It's a first-class institution, one of the more difficult public institutions to even get admitted to. And we say that with pride. We don't back down. We want guys to be high achievers both on the court and in the classroom, because we know that that's really where it's going to be more sustainable for their life, is the educational experience. But yeah, we're excited about the opportunity to represent the University of Michigan, to put a product out there that people will not only enjoy the winning, but how we play the game. You know, Dusty plays I don't want to say futuristic, but a very modern style of basketball on the offensive end. We share the ball. We have multiple players who are positionless, if you will, who can play multiple positions, who can guard multiple positions. You saw us this year employ a 7 foot pick and roll game, something that people haven't really seen. Not sure we're going to be able to replicate that. Our roster will look a little bit different next year. We'll still have great size and really talented, skilled players, and we're excited about what we're building over there in Ann Arbor.
I love it. So we can get a little bit more insight on you with the time that we have. When you're in the practice, what are you focused on?
So I'm a defensive coordinator. I think our defense finished in the top 12 in the country this year.
Okay. Hey, you say your title? And
Absolutely. It's something we take a lot of pride in. So there's, first of all, you got to have a solid plan. You have to be able to adapt when the plan doesn't work, and then you have to have guys who buy in. The one thing we say is your plan doesn't have to be perfect, because no plan is perfect, but everybody that's working towards the plan has to be about the plan. Because then we have a chance together to figure out where the kinks are in the armor.
Easier said than done.
Absolutely. And so, you know, it starts with having great length and athleticism around the rim, having guys who are quick twitch around the basketball, who can find ways to get deflections, and then having some toughness to rebound the ball when shots go up. So, you know, my teams that I coached at Oklahoma State were always really good defensively. I think it's something that Dusty saw value in when he was trying to put his staff together, and obviously I hope that we brought some of that intensity, at least in our first year, that we can build on moving forward.
Well, Coach, I can say, man, your reputation precedes you. We're so happy to have received you with the time that we have. Anything you want to share, anything you want our listeners to know, anything you want to kind of put out there?
Well, just Linz, you and Ratio for putting this together, the organization. I mean, everybody seems to be having a good time. I think it was very beneficial, like I said, to everybody in the building, including myself. I got a lot out of this, and I look forward to seeing this thing continue to grow and hopefully coming back one day again in the future.
We're so happy to have you. Look forward to being a resource for you, too.
Thank you very much.
Great. With that being said, guys, Lindsey Hellison with SPS, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace.